Welcome back, everyone, to the matchup of the day. I5 versus Cloud9 HyperX. This is where I5 proves whether they're worthy of the 4th seed slot or not. Today is the day they choose. They are basically poised to take it and move to the regionals. The only way that doesn't happen is if they get 4th today, which means they lose this match, they go to the bronze match, they lose that match, and then they have to face SK and I5 for a grudge match to see who makes it to the regional land. Today they have to make it through Cloud9 HyperX, and that is no small feat.
No, it is no small feat overall. I mean, this is
Like
going to be
Cupid.
a big game for them. What? Because Cupid's got small feet. Is that what you meant?
Yep, you can spin the tie on that one. That was it.
I'm not going to spin the tie for that. It's pathetic. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Ties for good stuff, you know. It's not for
Wow.
terrible
There's
comments.
the ranked Q dodger. Jeez.
I don't dodge rank Q. If you look at my match history, guys, you'll see I don't do that. I was just saying it was such a rough team that Worth Gaming had. I wouldn't want to face it. But anyway, this is going to be a big game for I5. They've got 3 chances. 3 magical chances. And if they lose all 3, then if they lose 2 in a row, then technically you guys at home are going to win because me and Drybear have to cast 4 games for 3 extra games, basically, pretty much. So, we're into this one, and immediately I5 have gone for that Loki pick once more as the first pick, Drybear. But in doing so, they leave up Afro, which is being hovered over, and Athena.
And Athena. We have... so Afro, that's the first match we're going to see here today. Afro's a fantastic pickup. It's C9. You know they're going to do well with it. Loki will be locked up first. Loki is an interesting character to pick first. For them, but we know that actually no, I take that back. Advert adapting to play so well. We know that he loves that character. So again, it's the same opportunity to do what he's got. Across the way, we've got Ram and Athena locked in. Ram, a great choice as well. After Apollo, it's like Apollo and Ram are the 2 characters to pick nowadays. Now we're gonna go over to the second banning phase. Most likely gonna be a support on the side of C9, considering the fact they have their Athena, the other side doesn't. So you see a Geb here most likely. Yeah, I imagine just be a Geb ban is what I would do, or something. It's going to be I5, so maybe it's going to be something.
I have a feeling they're going to bring out Odin.
No.
I have a feeling I5 is going to do Odin. I have a feeling, and they forced a ban.
Let him have
Odin
it
instead.
Let him have it. Who cares?
I don't know. I'd be forced.
I would gladly let them have Odin. Just take him, please.
Well, Geb's still on the table. Geb's still on the table, and Dages would just fall to Geb here.
That's an upgrade.
Yeah,
It's a free upgrade.
I don't know.
No, stop. Don't defend it. It's an upgrade. He just got a free upgrade. He's like, hey,
I'm not going to put. I think
don't have Odin.
Have
Have something better. Let me just up that for you.
Oh, I like this pick from Cloud9 right now. They're hovering over Nemesis, and they're actually going to lock it in here, Drybear. Nemesis is something that kind of dropped off the face of the earth. However, the only person that we ever saw play was DJ Pernicus, really, over in North America. And now we're going to see Suntouch picking this one up, which is surprising to me because Suntouch, I've not really seen play this much. This is a secret weapon, I feel, from Cloud9 coming out today, and it's very aggressive too.
Nemesis, I love the pick here, especially against characters like Hobwa, Apollo, Loki that really have to use their ultimates to get away from a character like Nemesis. So you're going to force those ultimates early. Nemesis also has a lot of single target damage with swinging late game. A lot of hard hitting there. Across the way, they get Geb and Guang. Geb, a very great pickup. Honestly, guaranteed. It's either a Geb ban or a Geb pick after the first picking phase ended. And so that's what we're going to get here. Guang locked in as well. We saw Lodi do very well with Guang before. It looks like across the way, they're going to be locking in Zhang Kui, which it's going to go to, they have Sayo and NQ, right? Sayo can do so well with Zhang Kui. He loves playing the character, but looks like it's going to be going to NQ this time around. So it's going to be a solo Zhang Kui and a mid Aphrodite from C9. So Afro up against Guang. That's tough, right? Because Guang can't out-harass Aphrodite. She's just going to sit there, and her birds not only have long range, but also have slow travel time, which means that she can shoot them before the wave arrives and then peel back, and she's perfectly fine. She has the defense to avoid the Guang ultimate. Honestly, it's going to be pretty rare to see Sayo get hit by an Guang Spirit's Tempest at any point in the laning phase or mid-game because she just has so much control against him, plus the knockback and slow. Not only that, but they're going to have the rotation from Nemesis. So as soon as Nemesis joins up in the mid lane, he's going to have heals, he's going to have slow, and also increased movement speed and damage. So Aphrodite is going to make a big presence here for C9. Across the way, I5, they've got adapting on Loki. We know that adapting plays Loki very, very well. Advert as well plays a fantastic Hobwa. They have a lot of damage there on the side of I5. So if they want to make sure they win this match, they want to shut down the early characters that need farm, like Zhang Kui. Zhang Kui doesn't do much without farm in the mid late game. He's not a character that plays from behind well because all he is damage. He has a small stun. He has a little bit of slow, actually a long duration slow. But realistically, Zhang Kui is just, hey, I have a pot. It's full of stuff. I'm going to dump the stuff on you and hope you die. Oh, you didn't
And hope
die?
you die.
I'm going to take my pot and go home.
Well, also take into account he's got Half Devil playing Athena as well, and Athena going to be able to use the Defender of Olympus onto NQ. So if he does get in those team fights, given the extra protections, the extra burst damage that will come when the Olympus does finally land, can make an influence. Now going back to the Sio pick of Aphrodite here, going in the middle lane early on, Aokwang's going to push into tower more effectively. Sio's going to be very careful about that, but as the game goes on, it's going to allow Sio to rotate on a god that's going to give not just decent burst damage and sustained damage, but heals as well, and the ability to turn fights around with that Undying Love as well. So on paper, I really like Cloud9's team, honestly, but on i5 side, I'm not so sure.
Honestly,
I feel Cloud9 have
it's
this
tough,
one.
right? It's tough. I mean, I5 versus C9 is the matchup we're going to see here. I5 is going to be the team to watch because they have to win this they want to lock it in. Because if they win today, that means that it's all done. SK has no chance. Agilitas has no chance. They're fourth seed regardless. And C9, T9, TSM, Coast, and I5 are your 4 teams. This is their chance to step up and really be very strong. I5 is going to be locked up here, guys. We're going to cut to a brief break. We'll be right back with the semifinal round, I5 versus C9. I5, your eyes are there. Put your vote in chat on who you want to win this matchup and who you're rooting for. I5 or SK, the 2 teams vying for 4th slot. We're going to cut to a brief break. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
Welcome back, everyone, to the semifinal round begin. It's I5 versus C9. It's the match of 1 letter and 1 number followed by it because I'm not going to say 5 I's in a row. We've got 1 minute left on the pre-game timer. It's going to count down to 0, and then at 10 seconds, the minions and the buff minions. 0 seconds, the minions will spawn. 10 seconds, the jungle buff minions will spawn, and the teams will be underway. Half Devil is going to meet Durgius in the jungle here for a pre-game slap of the face, as is customary for large rock men. We've got this match getting ready to go here, guys, and keep in mind, as we've said so many times today, if I5 wins here, SK is done for. They do not have a chance to go to the regionals, and everything is locked in. But if I5 loses here and they go to the grudge match in the consolation ladder and lose again, SK has a chance, and that's exactly what SK is hoping for. I guarantee you they're watching the stream right now, and they are praying against hope, against praying against God that they have a chance to go to the regional.
Now they have one thing to look at SK Gaming. If we look at the stats drive there of the last times these 2 teams have met, I5 and Cloud9 have faced off 4 times over the last 10 weeks. And 3 out of those 4 times, Cloud9 have been victorious. There was only a 1 win for I5 out of that. So statistically, Cloud9 should have the advantage here and win this one out. But can I5 do anything extra special this week? If they can pull something off a bit unordinary. Sanitary's trying to actually be aggressive and steal away the mid camps. I don't think he's going to find it here. He's actually going to go aggressive against Sio here, wasting a bit of time as Geb's soloing out this buff. Is he going to steal any?
He actually got a lot of harassment there on Sio and Youngbait. Did not get the mid camp, unfortunately enough, but they were able to clear out a lot more there as they split it up. There goes the clear on that one. Sio a little bit late to the lane as the minions are already being cleared out by Lloydie. Clear this lane very effectively. The birds are there. Aokwang should have a little bit more of an effective push here until level 8 or 9. It should equalize out, but earlier on, Aokwang pushes much better. Honestly, the second that Tornado hits level 2 at Aokwang level 3, it's so easy to clear the wave every single time. Add for the right side, take a lot of harassment from Suntouch and NQ, just getting pushed very low here, about 200 HP left. The decoy will prevent the minions from going to tower. There's the knockup. There goes the Water Canyon to make sure they get full golden experience. But things are looking good already for I5.
Well, at the start of this game, you're going to look that way, but we'll see as time goes on, because Suntouch is going to keep going aggressive, and they said, oh my goodness, he took so much burst damage, and that has to use the shield.
The minions!
The minions! The minions picking
up! You don't mess with minions, Suntouch. You don't.
Advert saw it coming though and immediately used the water spout. That was a really big play with that spout coming out to make sure that he couldn't get any damage off whatsoever or escape Dry Bear. Suntouch going to be the first casualty in this game. That's a great start for I5 overall. And it going over to adapting. That's going to rush him to 5 even quicker.
Here goes the control. Left side, getting a knock up here on Half Devil. Damage going to come through here. The shockwave comes out as well. Sanitry's got the shots coming through, and that's all she wrote there. Now they pushed up. They control this a little bit better. They're looking to make sure that they can win this match, and it's looking pretty even for the laning phase. But you know, 800 gold is going to be enough for I5 to be a little bit happy here. They did get first blood there on the right side. They were able to take out the one, the only Suntouch, being a little bit too aggressive in the front end, and realistically could have been more cautious, especially as Nemesis red pot down. But you know, this. If it's going to be the end of the red pot meta, then they basically should get their red pot clear one last time.
I mean, both these junglers started with Death's Toll as well, which is a very aggressive start driver. They look for kills if you're going for the Death's Toll. And if you fall behind, then you're going to have an issue because Bumba's Mask will help you out if you do fall behind. However, on this one right now, you can see Adaptin is level 5. Suntouch trying to get to level 5 as well. He shouldn't be too far behind. But you can see he's going to go back to basic after doing that. And now Adaptin's on the roam. He's looking for an option. He's going to find Suntouch in time. No, he's not. Very lucky Suntouch recall when he did. Otherwise, Adaptin could have possibly found that one out and picked himself up another kill.
Ooh, crushing right side. There goes the exorcism. One shot! NQ crushing Advert there, eating the wave and taking it all the way home. NQ with the victory. Now he's going to be rushing out the hit there. Mid lane, Assassin going to come out there. Can they get it? Sayo, he has his ultimate available. He's perfectly fine. Here's the problem, right? Suntouch has to hard farm. He can't go for willy-nilly ganks. He is just so far. The problem is if you go Death's Toll pot and die early, you're getting shared gold because you don't have Bumbas. You're losing the pot and your clear is a little bit slower. And so he is just getting double slammed. And one of the reasons why I'm glad the pot meta is going away is if you do Death's Toll pot and you die, you're just done for like 10 minutes.
It causes you keep up. I mean, to be fair to Cloud9, though, they do have Sayo in mid on Aphrodite, and Suntouch is going to be able to get free heals consistently whenever he rotates mid, and be able to sustain to keep clearing his jungle, so he might even get ahead of Loki just because of that factor as well, so keep an eye to see how that one plays out. But with that kill onto NQ in that solo lane now, against Advert, who got an assist earlier on, that's a big thing for Cloud9, and NQ is going to have to keep the pressure on Advert here and keep Advert busy, because NQ is going to be a big focal point for this game now.
He really is. It'll get better and better. And that's the big thing about Junkway, like we mentioned in the picking stage, that if he falls behind early, he doesn't bring much. He's just a damage dealer with moderate control. And he just needs that damage. But because he's getting ahead early now, he's able to do it. Loki to come from behind here. He does have his ultimate for CC immunity and a sprint too to avoid slows. I think he's okay.
There was a ward there. They gave vision of it, and now Adaptin's going to be able to just fall back after getting stunned, but NQ's going to go aggressive as Athena's ulting in. Here comes Half Devil. Hype Devil is real. Gonna look for the taunt, not going to find it. Crushing Wave Force. The Ghost! Who you going to call?
If there was extra credit in Smite, those Ghosts just got it. That was the extra mile. They went all the way home, and wow, the amount of damage coming out from Junkway just early on. And like I said, I mean, he's perfectly fine. He has Athena. He's got the CC immunity from his ultimate. He's got a stun in a way to bring Loki away from him. He's got sprint to avoid the slow from Habwa as well from Loki. I mean, it was a tough call. I mean, realistically, they should be going for the Ao Guang, and I'm sure they should go for the Aphrodite instead. But here's the problem. Aphrodite and Junkway are both very difficult to gank early on. They're both very durable. They have CC immunity. They have the control. But loading again and forced out here. No taunt. Taunt after shield wall, I should say, or before shield wall, I should say. Not as efficient, but I mean, so far, C9 is starting to come back here. The gold is all tied up. The experience is all tied up. i5's early lead is lost. Suntouch now 3,200 gold across the way. You do have Adapting at 3,600. So only about 400 gold ahead.
He was waiting for a rotation. A little bit late. Going to use the ult onto Advert. The focus is on him. Got to get the spout knockout. Continuing the aggression, but Loki's in the area. Suntouch getting low, but the shields going to block the tick damage from the bleed. And now NQ goes in there, gets a little bit of poke damage off. Doesn't find anything for it, but a little bit of aggression. I'm going to force them back for now.
I would like to see Suntouch farming more. I like the initiation of the jungle there. I like looking for it, but you know, he's going to need more gold. He's going to need more farm. He's going to need more control as they can transition to mid game. I think realistically, you look at the numbers right now. The only reason that C9 is actually going to tie out the gold or get even close to the gold is because Sayo and NQ.
Suntouch caught out waiting around for Advert, but now Adapting's actually going to get
he's got his ult.
He's going to have to trade between the two. He could have actually ulted, but he's forced the ult out of Half Devil there onto Suntouch, which was very late. So Half Devil uses Defender of Olympus. That's going to cool down for now.
They knew Loki's ultimate was available. They knew Suntouch could not die again here. He's going to fall even further behind. They just used it. And honestly, if you have to throw an Athena ultimate away just for the chance to save him, do it. You got to make sure that Suntouch does not fall behind. You need Nemesis to be moderately ahead because the damage that comes out from Nemesis mid and late is going to be from the basic attacks. And if he's behind, he can't, number one, get close enough to swing his sword. But number two, also doesn't do enough damage when he gets there. God, look at this. You have Sayo and NQ both running Warlock Sash. Warlock Sash competed for Sayo, and NQ about to finish his. And that's the thing, right? It's because you have Loki, Habwa, and Ao Guang. Loki and Habwa together, what do they want to do? They want to burst characters. And early on, all Loki does is try to gank mid and solo, trying to burst characters. But if both those characters are tanky with CC immunity, with damage immunity, with also high movement and healing on both of them, and they have Warlock Sash, Loki can't get early kills. He just can't.
And now he's going left because he's trying to get something to happen. But there's a ward there. Youngbei was well aware of it immediately. As soon as he saw the vanish, he just rolled back as if there was no problem there. Rom, very safe overall. And even if he did get aggressed, he could have just gone straight up in the air with the Astral Barrage and buy himself 5 seconds for Half Devil to rotate back in.
Such smart play from C9. Such smart, intelligent play, shutting down the main factors of I5. You can see that C9's playing for the long game. They're playing mid and late. They don't even care about the laning phase. They're buying early stack items. They're buying Midas boots. They're buying actives and wards. And they're just littering the map with wards. They want to make sure that they just don't fall behind and make sure that I5 falls out. Because here's the thing: as soon as they get to a team fight and they have lots of AOE, Loki and Habwa have to sit back and wait. Apollo has to sit back and wait for some kind of initiation. They're putting all of their initiation teamfight potential on Durgius. And if he messes up, or he misses, or gets CC'd, or if something bad happens to Durgius and Ao Guang's pushed out, they don't have any presence in a teamfight other than damage. Left side initiation come out on half double here, gonna force the rollout from Youngbei, but I like the strategy from C9.
I mean, with what you're going to see overall, Drybait, Durges is going to have to make an initiation. Lloyd is going to have to get the tornado off perfectly to start chipping down those HP bars of the likes of Sayo and NQ. And then you've got to look for the cleanup crew of Habwa, of Loki, of Sanitary to come in on that Apollo towards the end to clean it up. But that's a big if. You know, you've got to get Durges in those positions correctly, and tornadoes have got to land perfectly as well. United are looking pretty good right now, but I5 are not out of it. They still have chances, and the Golden Experience says so as well.
Guang is in the mid lane here. Level 11 versus level 1 on Sayo. Look at the damage numbers. Top damage goes to Habwa on the side of I5. C9 NQ has the highest damage there on Junquei. So not really all that surprising. Damage buff going to be cleared out here by Loki. Gonna take it actually. Instead of giving it to Ao Guang, he's gonna take it for himself. Level 8 on Suntouch, gonna dash away from the mid lane. As far as Suntouch goes, 4,300 gold for him across the way. Adapting has 4,800, so still about 500 gold behind. Again, I would like to see Suntouch farming a lot. I would like to see the side of Suntouch's jungle just completely cleared out. The tick's gonna come on Advert, but not gonna get it.
NQ's dominating the solo lane right now. He's 2 levels ahead over Advert, and he's just applying the pressure, forcing Advert back yet again. That means he's going to miss more experience in this lane. NQ is just fully in control. And considering the start that C9 had in that lane overall, you know, we saw Suntouch going down, NQ's played that and won amazingly. And this is one thing I say about the pro teams over and over again, Driver, is the fact that not one member makes up a whole team. Like, not of the pro teams especially. There's not one guy that everyone sees and is like, he carries that team. It's split evenly. Everybody has an equal share of responsibility, and when one person falls behind, like Suntouch did at the start, the other members pick up the slack and take over and pick up where he left off.
Well, the best thing about it, right, is mid and solo are both doing very well in C9, which means that those are the 2 places that Suntouch has to gank the most. He has to be involved with the mid lane. He has to be involved with the solo lane. But because they're both doing so well, he doesn't have to anymore. It's not compulsory. He can go there if there's a good gank opportunity or Loki's getting fresh, but he doesn't have to. And because he doesn't have to, he's able to farm more and get caught back up. Honestly, again, I would like to see him farming more than he is now, making sure his jungle is always cleared out. No harpies, nothing stands tall, because that's where his money's going to come from. He needs to just farm. Right now, he's almost tied in gold for the support, and across the way, Adapting is doing much, about 100 gold better. So he's starting to catch up a little bit more now, and it's going to come from like teamfight objectives, right? If he gets Gold Fury and some towers, he's going to start getting more gold and catching up that way. But so far, not many kills have netted. They've gotten 2 kills so far, both those being on NQ, and both those deaths are going to be on Advert. So NQ leading the way there in the solo lane.
Happy.
But good control.
They'll be happy with who the kills have gone to, though. Like, go point on NQ, who's still going aggressive. He's diving the tower right now on this right side, looking for Advert to keep the pressure on him. He doesn't care. He's just going to keep going and putting the pressure on, forcing Advert back out of lane, trying to deny more and more experience. And someone's going to go over there to deal with it, and it's going to have to be Adapting and Durges. But in doing so, they're going to give up map position elsewhere, Driver. And this is where there could be problems for Advert. Oh, the Assassinate finds him, but here comes Half Devil rotating in as well with the ultimate coming off. But can NQ survive? That's the question. The knockup's going to be big.
Needs a taunt.
Big taunt!
The Aphrodite ultimate. There's the heal as well. Loki doesn't have an ultimate. He can't keep up. There's the finish. There's the card. The damage coming out. The support from C9 is too angelic. Adapting, dropping low here. Sayo is in the fight. Lloydie, tornado on the ground. Nemesis ultimate. Ao Guang ultimate going to hit too. Sayo going down. Adapting's back in the fight. Looking for Suntouch. He's by himself. Needs the move speed. There's the slow from Habwa. The aim strike and the vanish just enough to force him out. But can he catch up in time? They both have movement speed. There's the double double
No.
dash.
Give
Adapting
it up.
gives
Give
up
it up.
chase. It's going to be a 1 kill on the side of I-5 as they rotate over. Nothing really gained. But here's the thing.
Amazing
They
plays.
traded Sayo for the tier 1 tower on the right side, and now NQ can rotate, and that's scary.
Yeah, it really is scary. NQ's really big. He survived that whole fight as well. His left-hand side, we see Youngbei Sanitary having a bit of a duel off, but Youngbei well aware that Durgis was rolling in, looking for an opportunity. He's not got Cataclysm available, but going to land a knock-up, and with the roll being down, he might be able to take a bit more poker than that, but no, Youngbei's quite happy on this ROM. He seems to have found the sort of zone with this god.
Loki's coming out through the jungle. The vision is actually look at the
Amazing.
polka dots around Gold
Yeah.
Fury. They have 5 wards around Gold Fury on the side of C9. Half Devil is just going crazy right now with the amount of wards he's picking up. There goes the mid camp on the left side being picked up by I5. Right side will go to C9 as it stands right now. Hobble is on his way over to the mid area. Junkway's going to push up, but you know it also gives more space for Hobble, right? Because that tower is not there, he's not worried about it anymore. He can start rotating. So both solo laners are going to be involved in the team fights going forward here. Mid lane damage coming out, looking for Sun Touch. The damage going to fall up here. The tornado on the ground. Will they go for
Thank you!
And the card, the damage, the burst, the huge. There goes the exorcism.
The shield!
Will save the life.
The ghost! Oh,
wow.
The shield stayed on long enough, otherwise the ghost would have found his target again.
Yeah,
But that
too
was
strong.
a big win for Cloud9. Now they can go for the Gold Fury. They know that Lloydie's not going to be able to contest this one, Dry Bear. Durgis is going to make a big play once again. He did this against SK Gaming. Can he do it again against Half Devil? I think it's going to be a big ask.
Dashing for Durgis. Durgis going to go in here. Nemesis will going to keep him out. He's going to
That's lost.
disengage. Knock up. Hob was there. There's the hit. Crushing wave. There it goes. Oh, wow. Just bet is short there. Loki wants to just dunk it from the ball. Going to find it. Senator's got the kill on that one. And now the Gold Fury's going to go the way of C9. They're going to get a single kill for it on Nemesis. Sayo is slow. Sayo is assassinated. Sayo is burst. Sayo's got a bubble. Sayo's got the cut. The cannon. Rom ult from above. Sanitary dashing forward. There goes an adapting go down as well. It's hot on Durgis. The shield wall will come through. The shield is on top. Youngbei wants it. Youngbei, can he get it? Sanitary, the skull is there. There goes the kill. Tornado's on the ground. Youngbei right below. He stood in it too long. The tornado will kill him off here. Adver gets the kill as well. NQ wants it. Hub was there though. This is greedy. This is greedy. It's a 3 for 2. C9 lost that engagement overall. Tornado's on the ground. Man, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Hindu. Here's the thing. Okay? Are you ready for the thing?
Okay.
Why did C9 not just ban Geb and give them Odin? Do you know how many lives have been saved just by that shield? If Geb had nothing but a 3 key and no other abilities, he would still be saving the day because that shield has saved at least 4 lives this game on the side of I5, and if it was Odin, he would have spun around like a ninny and done nothing.
Yeah, I totally understand that. One thing I want to point out about that whole play overall, if you look at the Golden experience right now, still in favour of Cloud9, and that's down to the Gold Fury in that extended fight that went on. But Sun Touch, who is behind in this game, made a very big difference in that team fight overall, Driver. He made sure the Gold Fury went in favour of Cloud9. He hung at the front and kept Geb out of the fight, which was very important. He made sure that Durgis was in combat so couldn't blink in and look for the steal at the end. So that was a big play from Cloud9 at the start. The extended team fight that went on after, a bit of a mishmash going backwards and forwards, but Cloud9 came out on top overall. I5 did the best to stay contestable in that fight, but overall Cloud9 with the small win. Mid camp's coming up soon. Durgis rotating in front.
Mid camp. Let me clear it out here. They're going to be spawning on either side. Here, left one should be spawning first, actually. Actively going to find Durgis in the jungle. Going to try and take that one out. John Quay and Aphrodite coming through here. There's a shockwave to knock him up. Left camp is up. Aphrodite is there. Aphrodite and the Athena are there together. The right camp's going to be spawning up here as well. NQ heading over to defend this wave as it comes up towards his tower. Adverse on the way over. Youngbei gets picked off here by adapting and assistance from Sanitary. Big
Oh,
pickup for them using the Loki ultimate to get that one. Actually, no ultimate at all. That was just pure push. Bad positioning by Youngbei.
That seems like a bit of a misplay. Adaption's going to look for a Half Devil here, actually just vanished to zone out. Now they're not looking to try and pressure down this left-hand side, but looks for Adaption's doing his best to zone out, knowing that it's only Half Devil in the area, so actually we're going to see Sano back to base there just to deny a little bit. As Red Buff spawns for Sun Touch, and you can see the flotation from I5 here. They're just trying to find out exactly what Sun Touch is up to here. He must have an idea that the Red Buff is available then.
Looking for it, and not really going to commit to entirely.
Adapting,
Gold Fury is
mid.
about
Sayo!
3 minutes away. Sayo, he's got an ult, so I think
Good
it's okay.
kiss!
There's
That
a
kiss was
knockup.
amazing!
I don't see him taking it. That's the problem, right? Because Aphrodite is so safe against Loki. He has a slow. He has a heal. He has a stun. He also has a knockback. He also has an ult that protects him, and he's got a ton of HP. Now he's got CDR with the Chronos Pendant. Like,
Yep.
I don't see Loki getting free kills on Aphrodite or on dunk away on the right side ever because they're so tanky. Their Warlock Sash have to be stacked up. I know, are very, very close. They have tons of HP. The tick marks are just so very high. And it's going to be really hard, right? Because they're just so safe. They're going to need team rotations to do it, but the towers are falling quickly.
Towers are slowly starting to fall down. You can already see left-hand side, Youngbei trading off with Sanitary again. Both supports rotating in here to help protect us. Half Devil wait around the corner there, just in case there was any more aggression coming out. But that fight between Apollo and Ram can go either way, in all honesty. It depends who lands their abilities more than the other.
Mid lane, jumping on top. Sio in trouble. Damage on top. Athena's going to buy some time here. Needs some heals. Athena's is all she needed. Loki and Lloydie coming together. Here's another taunt coming out there. Slow on the ground. Loki wants half devil. Gab interruption. There goes the big initiation coming out. The shield's going to protect a lot of it here. Adapting back up. Tornado on the ground. Crush.
Oh, NQ picks that one up. He's not going to find a kill. Now you're going to see the Spirit Barrage coming down from the side of Youngbei. And now Adapted trying to go aggressive and Sio, but the sustain is just too much. Dirge trying to tank up the front line. Behind, though, Half Devil's there looking for the taunts and Sanitaries. NQ's going to rotate back in, trying to play the card. He's going to miss barely. And now Advert's in a bit of trouble here. He's going to watch about the damage as Sun Touch comes in. He's being constantly regened as well with that shield and the sustain coming out from Aphrodite. Big win for Cloud9. They're going to get the tower and possibly more.
Possibly more. 2 players left to defend. Dirge is slow adapting, has no man. The stun, the birds, the taunt, the knockaway, the shot from Youngbei. Astral Arrow just got a kill there, adapting and back away, and that's going to be it. This tower's going to fall. It's a 2-tower swing for C9. Now looking for the Gold Fury, and they're going to get it. The Gab is going to run his way over, but I don't think he'll even get there in time. They have so much damage.
Big. That was so big for Cloud9 to do that. All that one team fight that developed in mid lane, which was initiated by i5, really, Drybear. And then Cloud9 just turned it on its head completely, took down 2 towers in the mid lane, straight over to the Gold Fury and pick that one up. And all i5 can do is just limp towards mid and hope that they chose to go for the Gold Fury and not the Fire Giant. Are they really going to go for the Desperation Fire Giant here? It looks like they are, you know, Drybear. Hub was just spawned, and they're still not going to have Adaptive for a few more seconds. Only Sio's here. There's no wall coverage either. They might be able to take this one away. Sio's not even checking. They don't believe they're doing this. What? What? Free Fire Giant?
They don't have vision. They don't know what's happening. They don't think it's going to happen. There's...
Oh!
Wow.
Lloydie.
Lloydie.
Oh, Lloydie. Oh, Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloydie.
Oh, Lloydie. I like it.
Amazing play
amazing
by
play.
i5, and that's what really gonna get back in this. Now, realistically, they're still about 5,000 gold behind. They're still about 4,100 experience behind. But as long as they have that Fire Giant, they can fight evenly because it's gonna give them damage. It's gonna give them regeneration. It's gonna give them enough to fight in open field with C9. And now C9 has to think about what's going on. They've realized it now. They know the Fire Giant's gone. They warded it up, but that is the single moment call from players that are smart and want to win like i5 can make. This is what Smite is about, ladies and gentlemen. A single lapse of judgment, a poor moment for C9, even though they're so far ahead. And all of a sudden this game is effectively in either hand.
Can you imagine going back to base going, we got your towers and the Gold Fury, and then going back into lane like all happy and like, yeah, good job guys, we're on the roll. What's that buff they've got? What?
Yeah, oops.
Mistake. So, we'll see if Cloud9 can continue the aggression, but for now they're going to have to play very safe, Drybear, because the Fire Giant up team of i5, they didn't win that fight convincingly at all in the middle lane. Yeah. Cloud9 did come out on top, but they didn't win it fully convincingly. And now, i5 have an opportunity here to try and get some of these towers back that they just lost in those initial pushes, thanks to the buff the Fire Giant gives them.
That's right. Very tough. Very tough early on. Gab going to initiate him in the mid lane. There goes the knockup. Not going to find anything here at all. But that's going to be just fine. They're going to just get some harassment exchanges, make sure they get something out of it. Maybe look for this tower here, but good defense from C9. And here's a big thing, right? C9, all they have to do is just buy time. Yep. If they don't fight for 5 minutes, they just sit around, do nothing, then all of a sudden that Fire Giant means nothing to i5. Because once that falls off, they're 5,000 gold in the lead.
Balantry could be in a bit of trouble here. Got to do quick as Sun Touch is coming in as well. He's going to find the slow. Great mez from him. We're using the sprint, but he's not trying to pop the ultimate here. He could go down, but Roger... No, he should not have used the ultimate! He should not have used the ultimate! Oh, he should have used the ultimate! You know, the chariot wheels are going to skirt away on fire just in time as that last shot came down dry. That was so close. Right side, though, adapting to trouble now.
Nice ultimate, had to do it. I want to save that Fire Giant buff. Also don't want to die to NQ there early on. Good control, good initiation, and that's exactly what you want to see. I mean, honestly, That's just good play. That's just good football right there. Initiations coming out from Nemesis on the right side, going to find Durgis in the mid lane. The slow comes through, but the shield will prevent some of the damage. Youngbay's going to take this time to take this tower down. This tower is guaranteed to die, even though Sanitary really just wished it would not. That tower's going to be down now. It's going to be on the side of Gold Fury and give them a little more map control.
Yeah, got to keep the pressure on mid lane. As you can see them trying to aggress. Hive Devil does go in, get a 3-man taunt, but the Cataclysm and the Crushing Wave's going to get him out for the most part. NQ with the Ghost, though, doing work to Heart. Durgis is very, very low, and you can see Suntouch getting healed up, chase onto adapting, but there's a big ult with the Tempest Spirit, going to delay, not connect, but it does force Cloud9 away for now. But Cloud9 are winning this fight with another taunt onto Lloydie, and you can actually see, Dry Bear, that Cloud9 are really strong, considering they're fighting a Fire Giant up team, and winning.
They're winning. They're winning strong. They're going to push in the jungle here. The Fire Giant buff is just about to fall off here in just about 45 seconds or so. And after that, they've got nothing. I mean, look at the gold numbers. It's getting even bigger, 5,700 gold in favor of C9. They're looking for the Gold Furies. The next big fight is going to be around the Gold Fury. In fact, it looks like the buff might fall off as the Gold Fury spawns, or just about before that. Yeah, it looks like the buff will be falling off before the Gold Fury spawns, and so it's going to be a big fight in favor of C9, actually, without that Gold Fury going to be available. So it's going to be tough, right? Because they have to make sure that they position themselves perfectly. The Fire Giant was a great call, but they didn't do anything with it.
Didn't manage to get anything out of it. They just managed to delay Dry Bear, and that's all they did. And even when they did delay, they lost a few casualties for it as well. I mean, that fight was extended for a long period of time. Kills are in the favor of Cloud9 right now. And we just got word through right now, Dry Bear, that TSM have moved on to the final, so they still want to get that #1 seed back from Cloud9. Right. And it's going to be a tough one this week because, I mean, Cloud9 looking good for this one.
Coast Blue is basically all locked in here. They're going to be third slot. TSM is possibly, I mean, they're all set to go. They don't really care a whole lot. It's possible they could maybe take first here with 25 points winning C9 if they get
Sano's in trouble again. That's it. Sano's down. He's not going to get the chariot. It collapses before it even reaches him this time round. Overstay is welcoming now middle lane. Look at the aggression from Half Devil and Sio. They're happy to go aggressive. The taunt onto Lloydie. Sio's going to get a tornado. So is Half Devil, but look how tanky they are. Level 20. Sio surrounded by all the members. He doesn't care. He's just going to take them all on. As now we see Half Devil channeling the ultimate. They've got to run away from a Sio on Aphrodite against 4 members. Are you serious? Meanwhile, the rest of the team doing Gold Fury or split pushing.
Afro is strong. Gold Fury's going to come through here. It's going to be a 2-man goal for Youngbay. Can heal himself up all just fine. Gold Fury's going to go down. It's going to go free here to C9. All of a sudden, they're 7,800 gold in the lead. 8,400 experience as well. I5 is on the back foot. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do because C9 is controlling every aspect of this game. And there's a problem, right? Aphrodite and Athena are invincible. They are just so hard to kill. They're so very tanky. And when you really want to fight them, you can't because they're just so durable. Fire Giant's up here. Durgis in the area. Algong's in the area as well. Lloydie's coming through. They're looking for Suntouch. Suntouch just distracted them.
Yeah, it's a good distraction for him. They're going to give up Fire Giant for a possible Suntouch. No, they're not. They're not going to get it. But Lloydie's got ult. He's got Tornado 1. They're going to secure it, and that ult's going to be too late. And so's Durgis late on the blinking. Now NQ's just running through with the Ghost. Going to find Lloydie. You can see Astral Barrage in the sky looking for the snipes. Not going to find any of them as Sanitary dunks down, trying to find Suntouch in response. Adapting picks that one up. Youngbay chasing on to Advent. The crit was real there on that one. Is Youngbay still looking for the kill? Will he go down, though?
Will he go down indeed? Half the face with Loki on top. Gonna get Youngbay actually. Very strong play there. Knockback from Aphrodite. Look at the follow up here. The birds are coming through. Half Devil still alive. Double taunt, double shield wall, double shockwave though. Half Devil dropping low. They don't have enough damage to fight this. Sanitary wants it. Half Devil's gonna drop here, or will he? Dash away. The birds get the heal, the back off. He can't cape through the kiss, the heal, the back off. Aphrodite's so very strong here, and they just cannot deal with the sustain, but they got a good fight of it. The Fire Giant went to C9, but 3 of them lost it.
They did lose it, but Sio still has it, and Half Devil's regenerating like a madman. They're going to keep bursting down Sanitary as much as possible, adapting, rotating back in. I don't think they can burst down Sio here. They're trying to focus on Half Devil over Sio because Sio is almost unkillable right now with the dumps, with the back-offs, with the agility as well, because the Heavenly Agility will increase the amount of healing. They chose to go for the tank over Sio because Sio was too big.
Sio just keeps going back in. He's starting fights he can't finish. They don't have the damage to kill anybody here, but Sio wants to force the envelope anyway. It's so shocking to see him go in so often here, but for whatever reason, he just does not want to give up chase. He's going to back off. Obviously, he's near invincible, and so they can't finish him off, but he can't get the kills either. The Gold Fury is down, the Fire Giant's down, the buffs are spawning back up in the jungle. As it stands right now, it's 7,000 gold in favor of C9. The Fire Giant buff on 2 of those players is going to be on Athena and Aphrodite. Everyone else ended up falling in that fight and losing their buff. It's tough. It's a tough swing for them. i5 is putting signs of life forward, but what do they need to do to get back into this?
I don't know if they can. I mean, Salin's trying to split push here, but Youngbae's there, going to go aggressive, forcing the sprint, forcing the ult out, so that's going to be the split push opportunity gone. Right side tower's going to go down for free. Tier 2 dropped again, so there's only one tower remaining now for i5. This could be the first swing down for i5 here as Cloud9 look to start and progress to victory. They're going to have to look to face off against Worth Gaming, now known as Coast Gaming, in the third place match. If they lose this one, Drybear, they have to win that. Otherwise, it's going to be even more crunch for i5 because at the moment, Cloud9 looking good for the finals.
That's right. If they go to the bronze match and lose, then all of a sudden SK and i5 have to face off against each other. That's going to be the match you want to watch, but we'll see how this goes so far. i5 up against C9 is how things are going. C9 is way ahead right now. They're at 8,000 gold in the lead. They have the map control. In fact, there's only one tower down on the side of C9. They are controlling every single aspect of this match. And what do you do when you're i5? They don't have map control. They don't have enough damage, and they can't kill Saya or NQ. They're too tanky. They have Athena on top as well, so when they would try to commit to someone, Athena also comes out. There's John Quay jumping in. The ultimate's going to come out pretty shortly here. The ghosts are coming through. The card, the exorcism. Athena ultimate coming out as well. They're looking for it. The damage is there. The taunt, the double hit, the shield wall. Exorcism going to come out. Good ultimate from Geb. Hit from the Alquang ultimate. It's not going to do anything to Saya. He's going to heal right back up. There goes the heal. Ultimate come from Rom. Rom wants to snipe. Can't Rom get the snipe. The snipe comes and misses. They're actually missing all of those, surprisingly enough.
Now Adapting comes in looking for a cleanup. Is he going to find it? If he goes for Saya, going to get rotated immediately, forcing the beats out from him. Youngbae wants to keep the pressure on. Once again with those astral arrows trying to do the damage. Not going to find it. But Cloud9, no one died. No one died. And now Dirges dies.
Go down, Tenantry going to try and fight here, looking for NQ. There goes the hit. Aver's going to finish that one off. This is the ultimate. The decoy's going to hit there on top. Aver forced away. Tornado going to get off Youngbae. C9 just overstaying their welcome. It's all it is.
They might be, but Sayo's fine. You know, he's fine. He's going to be chased down by the whole team here. Can they find the burst? Well, Adapting's got a lot. Finally, they drop down the man mountain himself, Sayo, in the mid lane. And Aphrodite, now i5 have a possibility to do something. Well, the Fire Giant's down. They're just going to look for a backdoor opportunities here, Drybear. Chip away at some of these towers. Are they going to go for a fast Phoenix? There's 40 seconds on Sayo on the respawn, and he's the major threat. But NQ's still there, too.
NQ is there, indeed. What are they going to do about it, though? I mean, honestly, they got this tower. The tower's most likely going to fall here. That's 1,500 gold added to their total. Look at the charts right now. It's going to probably come down to about 5,500 gold total. Indeed it is. So 5,500 gold in the lead for C9. They're going to look for this right side tower. Suntouch is on his way over. Can i5 have an upset win here? Will they be able to clear this out and come back into the lead? Another tier 2 tower. 4,000 gold down from 9,000. Man, are they doing good.
Okay, that's cut the lead drastically. Look at the charts right now, guys. The Fire Giant's due back up, but I think they'll go to Cloud9 because they're too low to go carry on. i5 stuck around too much. Dirges is going to make a play here. Advert's going to recall back to base, and they're going to try and delay it. If Suntouch sees that, nope, not going to get it in time. Now the team's going to play very defensively here, Drybear. The Fire Giant is available. Everyone's still got Phoenixes. One tower remains in the map. The game is now wide open. What's more, but Suntouch is having none of it. He's going for Lloydie. He's looking for the aggression, the tornado, the shield. Suntouch trying to live. The Spirit Temp is going to miss, and there is the Cataclysm Force as well. Lloydie lives, but the Fire Giant's going to go to Cloud9 here. I don't think Dirges can get in here and steal this, or can he? The play has to be big. In combat, no blink available. Cloud9 get Fire Giant, and now we're back to Cloud9 in full control once more. There was a small burst chance for i5 to get back into it, and they lost it. Suntouch played that so well.
Now they can turtle here. They have a chance. It's up to C9 how they play this. Now, realistically, C9 doesn't have a whole lot of burst right now. They have a lot of sustained damage, but a whole lot of burst. So as long as they make sure they get in and get out without dying, they can defend this pretty easily. Apollo can't be split pushing right now. He needs to defend. This is not a time to split push. 1,500 gold on that tower is not going to make a difference. He might be able to get a Phoenix, so it's leaving his team in the chance here on the throne. 4 team members to defend this by themselves. Can they do it? Because if they can, they get a Phoenix possibly. Initiation comes out. Dirge is dropping low. There goes the ultimate from John Quay. On top, Dirge is going to fall there. There goes the kill on Averett as well. On top of Adapted looking for Youngbae. Can't find it either. He's in the jungle. Looking for the
Burn
kill,
love.
the shot, the life
the
steal,
backup,
the
the
hit, the
juke.
jump ball gets one, now on top, there goes Gil Sanders, she needs to dash away here, there goes the Serenade, there goes the sprint, can he find a tornado on the ground? Gonna hit two, gonna force him back here, the Phoenix is dead though, it's a 3-for-1 exchange, the left Phoenix is exposed, Ao Guang now has to defend the weight of the world bearing down on his team.
Suntouch did a good play there, but that was a big Spirit Tempest, they're still holding up, but Sayo takes out Lloydie, Sano responds by taking out Half Devil, but at what cost? I know what the cost is going to be here as NQ picks up the Dia side. That should realistically be the game here. 9 seconds, there's only Geb respawning. You're going to have mid lane fire minions pouring in sooner rather than later, and they're going to look to end because Sayo, raid boss Sayo, can just look to heal up his team and keep the pressure on.
That was just so tanky right now. So definitely tanky. He's got the Rod of Asclepius as well, going to keep the heals up even more. So if he heavily agilities and Rod of Asclepius, that heal will do a quarter to half your HP, just instantly. And that's what's so great. I mean, sometimes just being pressured so heavily, but as long as Sayo is attached to them, he can't really go down unless you have a lot of bursts. Like if Adapting gets in there or Advert gets in there, you might be able to burst him down. But other than that, the amount of poke is not going to be enough. So C9's team is built to counter I5's team. That's really what it's coming down to, is that all the times they want to go into initiate, get a big burst. I mean, this is like an Agni or an Ao Guang mid other than tanky Aphrodite. Well, they could definitely get a kill, but the problem is it's Aphrodite who has Warlock Sash, Chronos Pendant, Magi's Blessing, Rod of Asclepius. It's all about utility and tank, and it's working so well for them.
I want to point out Suntouch as well. Suntouch is 038, okay? Now, it looks like he hasn't had a big influence, Drybear, especially after the start we saw him, and we criticised him a little bit about how the start went down with the red pot being lost and things, but the plays he's made in this game will be overlooked. However, he's been on the forefront dealing with people. He forced Lloydie out and Durgis out from that fire giant that we just saw just before, and when you see the aggression coming out from Cloud9, it's Suntouch that's the one going in with Half Devil, forcing the fight, and then allowing NQ and Sayo to clean up like they've never cleaned up before, with the support of Youngbei in the back line. Cloud9 are playing this one fantastically, and Suntouch has had a big influence in the game, and the scoreline for his stats do not reflect the influence he's had in this game. Honestly, overall, the whole team of Cloud9 have played this one really, really well. Small misstep at the Fire Giant earlier that they lost for free, but other than that, they're looking great. One Phoenix remains.
One Phoenix remains, and they got to defend it with their lives. They can't let this Phoenix die. C9 is bearing down upon him. The Fire Giant buff is going to fall off here in just about 45 seconds or so, but realistically it's only on 3 players anyway. Sayo, NQ, and Suntouch are the ones that have it left. Half Devil and Youngbei didn't pick up that Fire Giant, they ended up going down the last fight. The Gold Fury is gone. He just went straight to C9, no big deal. The left side's been pushed up here by Sanders yet again, but he's got to come back. He can't split push when you have one Phoenix left.
Okay,
Yeah.
if I5 win this fight and wipe them, they could win the game. Realistically, that's possible. It's doable. There's only Phoenixes remaining, but I don't see this happening. And now Cloud9 looking for the engage, and now Lloydie's being focused on once again by Sayo, who's on the front line there for his team. He's going to take a bit of poke, but 5 for the time being. Aggression, here comes NQ. The ghosts are out of the box.
Gonna go for the kill here. Sanitary coming down. Durgis goes down. It's a 1-for-0 so far. There's the Serenade. NQ goes down. Spirit Steps go through. It's a 2-for-1 exchange.
Wait.
I5 with a turnaround. Looking for Sayo. Sayo's gonna go down as well. Dropping down, looking for Youngbei. Youngbei's up. The shots. Can he find him? There's the hit. It's gonna be a clear. Oh, there goes the taunt. Adver goes down. Now it's on Lloydie. Lloydie, you gotta do it, Lloydie. You gotta do it for your team. Can you do it, Lloydie? Lloydie, it's all up to you. Need some shots.
Not gonna find it.
Lloydie! Lloydie can't get it. Lloydie going down. Youngbei's got a free shot on the Titan. I5 put up a very valiant effort, but they could not actually find it in the end. C9 wins 20-17. It's a good look for I5, but now we're going to be heading into the consolation match to see if I5 can make 3rd place or will they make 4th. They have to beat Coast to lock this in and end the day out early. But if they lose, we're going to see I5 versus SK play for their chance to go into 4th seed. The grand finals will be TSM and C9, very familiar faces. The top 2 seeds going into the regional, and then it's going to be a 3rd seed locked in, and then 4th seed with an asterisk.
SK Gaming, they live on. The dream lives on for them as well, not just I5. I5, their first strike is down. They have a second one now against Worth Gaming. Worth Gaming technically in their hands now. Hold the possibility of who goes through. If I5 beat Worth Gaming, I5 will go through to the LAN. However, if Worth Gaming beat I5, then I5 have to face SK Gaming, Drybear, and that's going to be whoever's going to go. That game's going to be crazy if Worth Gaming win this next one. I'm out of bow ties here, buddy. I've got
You're out of
no
bow ties?
tie.
Just spin
Like
it.
my
Give me
tie
a good
is
spin.
dead. It's dead. He's given up. He's like, what's going
Give
on?
me a good spin.
I don't know if it's
spin.
gonna. Does it go to work anymore? I need to move the. It's
Give
given
me a
up.
spin.
It's given
No,
up. It's just
it's not
there's
gonna
too much
work.
hype. I can't handle this.
Too much time.
anymore.
It just broke. All right, guys. Well,
Oh.
that's the matchup, guys. We're going to be going to the next match, which should be the consolation match. It's going to be Coast versus I5 to see if I5 locks in 4th seed or if they have to fight SK for it after the fact. We're going to cut to a brief break. We'll be right back with the continuation of today's tournament. The last week competition for the EU Regional for the Smite World Championship going into the EU Regional LAN. It's going to be a great matchup to watch. Stick around. We'll be right back.